Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody, it's the Nasty One here again. Welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in minute 5. Last episode, we fell behind early to the Wild Pigs after the Tuskafuss had a 5-run first inning, and from there it was pretty much all over but the shouting, as we lost 12-7, allowing the Wild Pigs to take the possession of the division lead in the tiebreakers. They have the better run differential. Today's matchup, we'll see the Wild Pigs sent our starter from last year, Raul Strikes, to the hill, 0-1 with a 6 ERA and a 1.83 whip, and we will counter with rookie right-hander Malaya Ellison, who took the loss in their first start, giving up a multitude of runs, good enough for an 18 ERA and a 2.50 whip. Both starters looking to have bounce-back outings here in their second starts of the year. Batting lineup for today's game will be Woody leading off at third, Ho batting second, Pitts bats third at first base, locked in. Jennings will bat fourth in center. Reliable bats fifth at shortstop. Luster bats sixth in right field. Burnside will bat seventh, DHing. Batting eighth, left fielder Martin Polbean. And Cole Salmon will bat ninth at second base. Let's jump into the action here and see what we can do. Looking to avenge our loss here to the Wild Pigs last episode as we look to finish the first half above 500. If we lose, we fall to 4-4 and we'll be at 500. If we win, we'll be at 5-3 above 500 and have possession of first place. Not a bad first half if you ask me, especially coming off a championship last year. It's a good step in the right direction to defend our title. Here we go. Kaufman, Hicks, and Michaels due up first here for the Wild Pigs. Kaufman leading off, second baseman hitting .333 with 4 RBIs on the year. Quick look at Ellison's first start in detail in her debut. Ellison did take the loss. She gave up 8 earned runs in only 4 innings of work. Good enough for an 18 ERA and a 2.50 whip. She gave up 8 hits, 2 of them homers, walked 2 batters, and struck out 4. Batting average against a .400 on the year for the rookie. And for the Wild Pigs, their lineup looks almost the exact same as last episode. It's Kaufman leading off at second, then Hicks DHing. Michaels at shortstop, Cracker in left, who is 10s. Michaels is locked in. Candela will bat fifth at first base, then it's Horn at third base. Candela and Horn flip roles. Evans in the lineup at catcher instead of Muddy Water. Watts drops to the 8th slot. He's in right field still, and then Bolter will bat ninth once again in center field. So the 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters are all the same. 5 and 6 are flip-flopped. 7 moves down to 8. 7 comes off the bench. And 9 is the same as well. Not bad. Ellison ready? Here we go. There's your dribbler to second. Salmon backhands it easily, 1 down. Bring up DH Darcy Hicks, hitting $1.79 with 5 RBIs on the year. One, 2, the count here to Hicks. That's full count as Hicks taking all the way. Fastball down, ball 4. It's a 6-pitch walk as Hicks works the first walk of the day for the Wild Pigs. I'd bring up the shortstop Luke Michaels, who was locked in, hitting .296 with a homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Fastball up and in. Reliable leaps to make a nice catch, and they're going to double Hicks off as he was caught napping on the play. Good double play to get out of the inning unscathed. Bottom 1. Woody, Ho, and Pitts do up against Strikes. Woody leads off at third base, hitting .344 with 3 RBIs on the year. Here's a look at Raul's numbers on the year. In his first strike, Raul took the loss. 6 ERA with a 1.83 whip. He gave up 4 earned runs in that start, totaling 6 innings. 9 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He walked 2 and struck out 3. Batting average against a .360 on the year. Strikes, of course, pitched for the Freebooters last season, so all the hitters in the lineup are familiar with him except Lackey Luster, who was on the Moon Stars last year and not a member of our team. Everyone else is at least familiar with him as they were teammates with him last year. Before that, Strikes played his other 3 previous seasons with his original team, the Moose. Are we ready? Here we go.
That's inside. Ball inside.
And on the 2-1 pitch, Woody skies a fastball to center field as it's right at Bolter, who makes the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up catcher Everett Ho, hitting .379 in the year with a homer and 4 RBIs. 0-2 quickly to count to Ho. Change it down, bloop to right center field. Will that drop in front of Watts? Yes, it will. It's a base hit for Ho, his first today. Freebooters have their first hit on the board. Brings a first baseman Stump Hits, who's locked in, hitting .484. 2 homers and 2 RBIs on the year. Pitts has contact for his right-hander active here against Strikes. 2-0 the count to Stump. Make it 3-0. Strike the letters, 3-1. Runner goes, and that's a 5-pitch walk as Pitts will take his base. First walk today for Strikes. 2 on and 1 down now for Jennings, the center fielder, hitting .515. 3 homers and 14 RBIs on the year. Pitch there as it caught the corner, 1-1. Well down and in, rip foul, 1-2 the count. Change it away, Jennings will rip that into the right center gap. That gets down for a base hit. Throw comes into second, it's an RBI single for Jennings as Ho scores, it's 1-0. Freebooters take the lead. That'll bring up the shortstop Reliable, hitting .375, 4 homers, 11 RBIs in the year as he has low pitch and power versus right-hander active here against Strikes. Good pitch inside on the heater. Curveball down, Reliable lines dead center field, right at Bolter, who makes the catch. That's deep enough to score Pitts, though, on the sac fly. 2-0 Freebooters. I bring up right fielder Lackey Luster, hitting .300 on the year with a homer, 3 RBIs. Pick off the first, and it's an airmail by Strikes into the seats as Jennings will get a free base. It's the second on the play. That counts as a stolen base as well. So for Jennings, that is his first attempt of the year. He's 1 for 1, and Strikes is now tense after the error. Change up inside for a strike, 0-1. Slider middle of the plate. Luster jumps on it, hits it pretty deep, dead center field, but he got under it. Pardon me, Bolter there to make a catch, and that ends the inning, but the Freebooters get 2 runs here early off Strikes to the second. Cracker, Candela, and Horn go up against Ellison. Here's left fielder Jack Cracker hitting .300, 3 RBIs on the year, once again batting in the 4th slot for the Wild Pigs. Pitch coming. Fastball sidelined in the left field. Another base hit for the Wild Pigs. Cracker on to lead off the inning here. Going to bring up first baseman Andre Candela, hitting .385, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. He's also locked in as he homered twice last episode. Blows a fastball by him on the first pitch, 0-1. Change up inside line to center field. That hangs up for Jennings, who makes the catch at his knees. 1 down. Going to bring up third baseman Rhonda Horn, who homered last episode as well. Hitting .310 on the year with a homer, 7 RBIs. Change down and in, grounded to second. Salmon flips the second one, Reliable to first, in time, and it's a double play, and that ends the inning. Second double play turn today for the Freebooters in 2 innings. Bottom 2, still 2-0. Bottom 3 in the lineup do it for the Freebooters: Burnside, Polbean, and Salmon. Here's DH Dominic Burnside hitting .458, 1 RBI on the air. He has contact versus right-hander active against Strikes, who's still tense. Fastball middle of the plate. Burnside gets under it to center field. Not a lot of carry to it as Bolter's there. Makes the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up left fielder Martin Polbean, hitting a $176 on the year with an RBI. Strikes back to neutral mojo after that out. Curveball grounded on the hole to short. Michaels makes the play, 2 down. Brings up second baseman Cole Salmon, hitting .345 with a homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Change away, lined in the left field over the diving Michaels. That's a base hit for Salmon. Keeps the inning alive here with 2 down. Woody's up now, 0 for 1 today. Pick off the first, nothing doing as Salmon gets back. Pitch out, nothing doing. Change it low, 2-0. There it goes, fastball high, ball 3, throw down. Salmon is in there safely on the stolen base attempt. For Cole, that is his first attempt of the year. He is 1 for 1. Puts him in scoring position on the 3-0 count to Woody. Slider away, caught the zone, 3-1. And that's an outside fastball for ball 4. Second walk today for strikes as Woody's on. 2 down in the inning, and here's Ho, 1 for 1 with a single. Looking to do it again here, and this time driving a run. Ho scored last time on a RBI double. RBI single by Jennings. Turns on a changeup, but rips it foul, 1-1. Heater low, 2-1. Fastball up. Ho finds the gap in right center field as that's going to split the fielders all the way to the wall. Ho going into second. He'll have a double. 1 run will score. Second runner coming around. Woody will also score. It's 4-0 Freebooters here. So it's a 2-run double for Ho. And that'll bring up stump hits. First baseman's locked in and walked his last time up. Strikes tense once more. Curveball down, Pitts hits it well, dead center field, but it's going to be right at Bolter here to end the inning. Still, Freebooters get 2 on a 2-out double by Effort Ho, the catcher, 4-0 to score to the third. Bottom 3 in the Wild Pigs lineup do up Evans, Watts, and Bolter. There's Evans. Catcher had the day off last game, hitting .316, 1 RBI in the year. Line 2 the count here to Evans. Change up and in, pulled foul. Slider down in the way, called strike 3. First punch out today for Ellison, 1 down in the inning. That'll bring up Alex Watts, the right fielder, hitting .375 on the year. Fights the first pitch off foul, 0-1. Curveball caught a strike up and away, 0-2. Down and away in the dirt, 1-2. Slider up and in, chases it high, another punch out for Ellison, 2 down in the inning. Bring up the 9-hitter Bolter, center fielder hitting .417, 3 homers, 7 RBIs in the year. He too homered last game, along with Horn, Candela, who did it twice, and Blue Michaels. Fastball away on the first pitch, line to left field. Sinking liner, sliding his Polbean to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Ellison, her first today. Bottom 3. Middle of the lineup do up Jennings, Reliable, and Luster to face strikes. Here's Jennings, 1 for 1 today with a single and an RBI as he's locked in once again. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Curveball inside from strikes, misses, 1-1. Fastball chased high, 1-2. Fastball up, swung late, a punch out for strikes, his first today. 1 down, and that'll bring up Reliable. Sack fly his last time up as he drove in a run. Curveball down, he gets under it, hits the left center field. Running in the gap is Bolter to make the catch, 2 down. Brings up Luster, the right fielder, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. One on the count to Luster. Curveball down, hitting the hole to short. Diving's Michaels to cut it off. He has to hurry, though, to get Luster, who runs well, and he beats it out for an infield single. Brings up Burnside, who's 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first time up. Pitch out, nothing doing. Change your fastball high, misses, 0 and 1. Runner goes on the next pitch, strike at the knees, 1 and 2. Throw down is late as Luster steals second easily. For Lackey, that is his second attempt of the year. He has stolen his first base. He's 1 for 2. 1 and 2 count here to Burnside as tough out activates for the right DH today. Fastball down and in, turned on and hit pretty deep left center field. Did he get enough of it to the wall? Off the top of the wall, there'll be extra bases for Burnside as he's rounding second. He'll return to second, though, with the double as he drives in the run. 5-0 Freebooters. Now to bring up Polbean, 0 for 1 today with the fly out. Slider in there at the knees, 1 and 1. Fastball up, line to second. Kaufman there to make the catch as she was holding the runner, and that ends the inning. The Freebooters tack on another run on a 2-out double from Dominic Burnside. 5-0 to score to the 4th. Kaufman, Hicks, and Michaels do up against Ellison. Kaufman 0 for 1 today. One and 2 the count here. Tough out activates for Kaufman. Fastball down and in, chopped to the mound, knocked down by Ellison, but she recovers in time easily. 1 down. As she's locked in, now to bring up Hicks, who walked his first time up and then was erased on a double play. One on the count as Hicks fouls that one back. Rips the change-up foul. 1 and 2 the count. Slider outside. Sky ball to left field as Polbean's right there for it. 2 down in the inning. Bring up Michaels 0 for 1 today, who homered last episode. 1 of 4 Wild Pigs players to do so. No, 2-1 pitch coming. Fastball fouled off by Michaels. 2 and 2. Needs to bump it in. Fouled off again as he stays alive. Fastball down and in is low. Full count. Down in the way. Fouled off again as Michaels stays alive. Still a full count. Slider from way. Fouled off again. Still a full count here to Michaels. Fastball up and in, line to right center field. Luster giving chase, lays out, knocks it down a bit, but Michael's on his way to second looking for a double, and he will get it. First hit today for Bloop, he's 1 for 2. Ellison no longer locked in, his Cracker up next, 1 for 1 with the single. Rip foul, 1 and 2 the count now to Cracker. Right down in the way, fouled off again, still 1 and 2. Fastball down and in, low, 2 and 2, good check from Cracker. Down in the way, pulled on the ground at first. Pitts makes the easy play, and that's a 1-2-3, well, not a 1-2-3, a scoreless inning for Ellison. Bottom 4 we go, 5-0 to score. Sam and Woody and Ho do up against strikes. Ellison now past the point where she had a bad time in her first start. Let's see if she can go deep enough to get her first win. Here's Salmon, 1 for 1 today with a single. Strike away on the heater, 0 and 1. Curveball at the knees, 0 and 2. Fastball in the dirt, 1 and 2. Fastball up and away, bloop to left center field. That's going to hang up out there for the left fielder Cracker to make the catch, 1 down. I'm going to bring up Woody, walked his last time up and scored on scored on Ho's 2 RBI double.
That's inside. That's up.
2-0 the count to Christopher as he's in the seat here.
That's down.
Slider low, 3-0.
Ball 4. Take
And that's 4-pitch walk. Third walk today for strikes. Second to Woody. One down, runner at first for Ho. Doubled in 2 runs his last time up. He's also singled today. Change it down and in. Turned on by Ho and ripped into the seats. Foul 0-1. Ho now locked in. Curveball bounces. 1-1. Slider away. Ho gets a good piece of it. Hits it dead center field. But it's going to die on the warning track as Bolter's there to make the catch. 2 down. Just got under it a bit. A little bit to the left and it's gone. Here's Pitts, 0 for 1 today with a walk. Flew out his last time up. Pitch out, nothing doing. Fastball high, 2-0 to Pitts. Change away, lined into right center field. Will that get the gap? Yes, it will, as it runs all the way to the wall out there. Pitts will trot into second with the double. His rounding third and scoring is Christopher. He will get in. It's 6-0 Freebooters. That'll bring up Jennings, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI today. Struck out swinging his last time up. Only strikeout today for strikes. 2-0 the count here to Jennings. Change up inside, rip foul, 2-1. Curveball bounces, 3-1 to Nico. And that bounces again, ball 4. Fourth walk today for strikes as Jennings will trot to first, keeping the inning alive with 2 down. First and second for Reliable, who's tense now after flying out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Good pitch by Strikes to get ahead, 0-1. Inside with the slider, 1-1. Change it down and in. He gets under it and skies a foul. That's going to get out of play though, 1-2. Curveball down and in, line to right center field. That'll drop for another base hit. His Pitt's going to round third. He's going to score. Walter's throw goes to second. It's an RBI single for Reliable. 7-0 now. He's going to third is Jennings, and I'll bring up Luster. 1 for 2 with a single. And Strikes is done here after 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 4 walks, I believe 10 hits. Coming out of the bullpen is ace left-hander Shay D as she makes another appearance against us. Strikes gave up 8 hits and 4 walks. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Let's take a look at D's numbers on the year. She did make an appearance last episode to get the win. With that win, she improved to 1-0 with a 3.97 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP. She gave up 5 earned runs on the year in 6 appearances, totaling 11 in the 3rd innings, giving up 11 hits, 1 of them a homer. She's walked 3, struck out 12, and her batting average against is .256 on the season. Luster ready, 1 for 2 with a single today. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Cut her away for a strike, 0-1. Laid on a heater down and in, 0-2. Change up at the knees, dribbled softly to third. Horn makes the play, and that ends the inning. Freebooters, though, tack on 2 more runs as they knock Strikes off the hill. 7-0 to score to the 5th. Candelo, Horn, and Evans do up against Ellison. Candelo 0 for 1 today for the Wild Pigs. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, line to left field. That's going to be a base hit for Candela. That's the leadoff man on here in the 5th. Gonna bring up Horn 0 for 1 today. Ball down, bounces, ball 1. Change up and in is high, 2-0. Fastball away, check swing for a strike, 2-1. Slide it down and in, grounded to third. What he can't get there as he gets into left field on the slow roller. It's going to be a hit for Horn as that puts 2 on and none down now for Evans, who's 0 for 1 today. Curveball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Fastball away, line to right field. That's going to bloop in for another base hit. Luster comes up throwing for the plate as the runner's going to try and score. Throw is just laid. It's an RBI single for Evans. 7-1 the score. Runners at the corners now after 3 straight hits with Watts up 0 for 1 today. Ellison still neutral out there. Fastball away for a ball, 1-0. Ball down, 2-0. Up and in, runner goes on the pitch. Evans has second base. No, he doesn't. He's thrown out by Ho. Great throw down by Ho to get rid of the base runner. For Evans, that is his second attempt to steal on the year. He is now 1 for 2. 1 down, 3-0 the count here with a runner at third. Watts up at the plate. Fastball down and in for a strike, 3-1. Runner up and away, line to right center field. Jennings giving chase. He's not going to get there as that splits the gap and gets all the way to the wall. Watts will get in the second with a 1-out double. Wild Pigs score another run at 7-2. Brings up Bolter 0 for 1 today. Down in the way, called a strike to the knees, 0-1. Down and in bounces, 1-1. Fastball up and away, high, 2-1. Change up and in, popped up by Bolter, foul territory on the right side. Luster going over near the seats. Makes the catch, 2 down. Runner holds at second. Runner bring Coffin to the plate, he's 0 for 2. Ball down, bounces, ball 1. Change up and in for a strike, 1-1. Batter up high, sky ball, right center field. Jennings going over, he'll call off Luster. Makes the catch, and that's going to end the inning. Wild Pigs get 2 runs on the board, but they're still down 7-2. Bottom 5, Burnside, Polbean, and Salmon do up against D. Here's Burnside, 1 for 2 today. RBI double his last time up. He's also flown out. D locked in here. Change up at the knees, 0-1. Chase the fastball high, 0-2 as tough out activates for Burnside. Fastball up and in, swung late, a punch out for D, her first. 1 down, that brings up Polbean, 0 for 2. Curveball up and in, Polbean sits back on it, hits it deep to left center field in the gap. Bolter can't get there as that one hops to the wall, and that'll be a double for Polbean here with 1 down. His first hit today, he's 1 for 3. Brings up Salmon, 1 for 2 today with the single. It's also popped out today. Curveball away, misses, 1-1 to Salmon. Fastball up, Salmon rips it to left field and hard, but it's right at Cracker, 2 down. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Woody. 0 for 1 today, but he has walked twice. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Cutter at the letters, leaping his Kaufman as Liner was heading for the gap in right center, but she makes the catch. That saves a run to the 6th at 7-2. Hicks, Michaels, and Cracker do up. Hicks 0 for 1 today. He walked his first time at the plate. Ball down for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, popped up. On the right side of the infield, Pitt's there for it, calling off Salmon. Makes the catch, 1 down. I'll bring up Michaels, 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. Change it down, ball 1. Curveball inside, fouled off, 1-1. Fastball away, misses, 2-1. Fired down and away, dribbled back to the mound off of Ellison's glove. Woody fields the ricochet cleanly, but it's an infield single for Michaels. Second hit today for him, he's 2 for 3. Bring up Cracker, singled his last time up, he's 1 for 2. Fastball away, swung through it late, 0-1. Down and in is low, 1-1. Down and way low, 2-1. Ball up high, just high, 3-1. Fastball down, grounding them to hold a short. Lila flips the second 1. Salmon to first, it's another double play. Third today for Ellison as she gets out of the 6th scoreless and qualifies the quality start. Bottom 6, Ho, Pitts, and Jennings do up here against D. Here's Ho, 2 for 3 today. He's doubled in 2 runs and singled today. Heater inside misses, 1-0. Change him inside, 2-0. Fastball down in the way, line to first, softly. Candela reaches up for the ball, 1 down. Pitts doubled in a run his last time up. He's also walked today. 1 for 2 on the line score. Fastball up, line to center field, a base hit for Pitts. His second hit today, he's 2 for 3. It's a runner at first with 1 down. Brings up Jennings, center fielder 1 for 2, singled in a run. He's also walked today. Walked his last time at the plate. Pick off the first, nothing doing as Pitts gets back. Curveball down in the way, hit up in the ground up the middle, another base hit for Jennings. Second hit today for Nico. Runners at first and second with 1 down now. And that'll bring up Reliable. 1 for 2 today. Singled in 2 runs. Singled in a run his last time up. He's also hit a sac fly. D done here as coming out of the bullpen is going to be long reliever Donovan Drake, the only reliever for the Wild Pigs not to appear in yesterday's game. Here are Drake's numbers on the season. He is 1-0 with a 0 ERA and an 0.82 whip. In his 2 appearances, he's recorded 1 save, giving up no runs in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits with 3 strikeouts. Batting average against .231 on the year for Donovan. He will face Reliable. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball up, swung late by Reliable, 1-1. Heater away, misses, 2-1. Changeup at the knees, Reliable sat back on it and cranks it deep right center field. Did he get enough? Yes, he did. It's a home run into the right center area over the bullpen there, below the first deck. 5th homer of the year for Reliable. That leads the team as he makes it a 10-2 game on a 3-run shot as we break the game open here in the 6th. Here's Lester, 1 for 3 with a single today as Drake is now tense. Changeup low, ball 1. Slider down, swung in the dirt, 1-1. Changeup at the knees, fouled off, 1-2. Changeup at the knees, swung out in front of it, Luster down swinging. First punch out for Drake today. 2 down, and that'll bring up Burnside, 1 for 3 with an RBI double today. Fastball down the middle, first strike, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, swung late, 0-2. Chase doing down in the dirt, and that's another strikeout for Drake as he gets out of the inning. But 3-run homer by Reliable here makes it a 10-2 game to the 7th. Freebooters lead by 8. Ellison done here after 6 innings of work, giving up 7 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and 2 earned runs. She's recorded a quality start and is in line for her first career win. Leading off will be Candela, 1 for 2 with a single, still locked in. Coming out of the bullpen, it's going to be right-handed reliever Ariel Beefy. Beefy 1-0 on the year with a 2.08 ERA and a 1.62 whip. She's given up 1 earned run in 3 appearances, totaling 4 1/3 innings. 7 hits given up with 1 homer and 4 strikeouts recorded. A batting average against the .350 on the year for the 2nd-year reliever. She's ready here to face Candela. Two-seamer middle in is a strike, 0-1. Curveball bounces, ball 1. Fastball from ways high and away, 2-1. Changeup in the dirt, dribbled to second. Salmon there for it, 1 down. Brings up Horn, 1 for 2 with a single. Slider away, called a strike, 0-1. Changeup down low, ball 1. Fastball middle in, fouled back, 1-2. Came in active for Beefy. Down and away, swung through it, strike 3. First punch out for Beefy, 2 down in the inning. Gonna bring up Evans, 1 for 2 with a RBI single. He also got thrown out trying to steal second base. Two-seamer ways outside, 1-0. Fastball down, breaks the bat as it's grounded to second. Salmon there for it. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Beefy out of the bullpen. Bottom 7, still 10-2. Polbean, Salmon, and Woody do up against Drake. Polbean 1 for 3 today with a double. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. In the dirt with it, 1-1. Change up inside, rip foul, 1-2. Fastball at the knees, line to center field. That drops in front of the sliding Bolter. A base hit for Polbean. Second hit today for Martin. He's 2 for 3. 2 for 4. That'll bring up Salmon, 1 for 3 with a single today. Off the catcher's glove behind him as Polbean will advance to second on the error. Pass ball, I should say. Wild pitch, maybe. Heater high, 2-0 the count to Cole. Slider at the knees. Salmon punches it down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul. Out of play, 2-1. Change at the knees, ripped foul, 2-2. Chased it outside. Third punch out today for Drake, 1 down. Woody 0 for 2 with 2 walks today. Slider away, misses, ball 1. Change of inside, ripped to left field over Horn's diving glove. That's base hit. Polbean will hold at third as runners are at the corners here. First hit today for Woody. Makes him 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Ho, who's 2 for 4. 2 RBI double and a single today. He's locked in as well. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Up and in, caught a strike this time, 1-1. Slider away, swung outside, chase, 1-2. Change it down and in. Chase below the knees, fouled off, 1-2. Heater up and in, high, 2-2. Fastball inside, almost breaks the bat as Ho fights it off, still 2-2. Inside almost hits him, full count now. Fastball at the knees, hit up the middle. Kaufman right there, flips the second one onto first. It's a double play, and that ends the inning as the runner was going, unfortunately, which brought her closer. No runs for the Freebooters this inning as they get a few hits to the 8th. 10-2 the score. Watts, Bolter, and Kaufman do up against Beefy in her second inning of work out of the pen. There's Watts, RBI doubles last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Slider ways outside, ball 1. Fastball inside. Watts turns on it as he sat fastball, and it is gone. Got a good piece of that as it almost left the ballpark in the left field seats. First homer of the year for Watts, and that makes it a 10-3 game. There's a Bolter 0 for 2 today. Beefy ahead 1-2 in the count now to Bolters. Tough out activates as well as K-Man. Slider up and in is inside, 2-2. Good take there from Bolter. Go down and in bounces, full count now. Seam up and away high, ball 4. First walk today from Beefy. Bolter on with none down, and that'll bring up Kaufman 0 for 3. Fastball down and in, hard ground at the middle. Salmon dives and cuts it off. He has no play at second. He'll go to first to retire Kaufman with it on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Brings up Hicks 0 for 2 with a walk. But down in the way for a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer ways outside, 1-1. Fastball up and in, lined at the middle for Hicks. That's a base hit. Jennings comes up throwing for the plate. His run's going to try and score. Throw is cut, and it's an RBI single for Hicks, 10-4 the score. Bring up Michaels, 2 for 3, double and a single today. Slider inside misses, 1-0. Change up inside, fouled off, 1-1. Down in the way, fouled off again, 1-2. Fastball up high, taken, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in is high, 3-2. Go down, fools him and called a strike at the knees. Second punch out for Beefy, 2 down, and that brings up Cracker. 1 for 3 with a single. Slider middle in for a strike, 0-1. Down and away. Hard ground and hold a short, reliable dives, you can't get there, and that's base hit. First and second now with 2 down. Candela 1 for 3 with a single as Hicks is base run 4 by speedster Turbo Miles there at second. We're down, hard ground to the third. Woody dives and cuts it off. He'll fire to first. That ends the inning as Candela's retired. Wild Pigs, they'll get 2 runs as they make it a 10-4 game. Bottom 8, middle of the lineup up for the Freebooters. Pitts, Jennings, and Reliable, 3, 4, and 5. There's Pitts, 2 for 3 today. Double single, walking an RBI. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Slider inside, 1-1. Change up down and in, line at the middle, base hit for Pitts, his 3rd hit today. He's now 3 for 5. Gotta bring up Jennings, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI today. Inside heater misses, ball 1. Heater away, 2-0 the count to Jennings. Inside changeup misses, 3-0. Pick off the first, nothing doing. Fastball away, ball 4. 5th walk today for the Freebooters. Or maybe, yeah, I think it is the 5th, as 2nd for Jennings. Bring up Reliable, 2 on and 1 down, or none down, as Drake is exiting. Coming out of the bullpen's left-handed specialist, Hander Ospecialo. Came on to close the game last episode. Didn't get to pitch a whole bunch, so he's mostly rested. No record, a 0 ERA and a 1 whip for Ospecialo on the year. In his 2 appearances, he's gone 3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 3 batters. Batting average against a 182 on the year. He'll face Reliable with Specialist active here. Curveball down, Reliable doesn't care. He's going to crush it deep to center field. It's going to be caught at the warning track by Volter in front of the batter's eye. 1 down. Gave it a ride, but ran out of gas. Here's the 4th, a single. Curveball down, lined at the middle. Base hit for Luster, his 2nd hit today. It's fakes rounding 3rd to draw the throw. Bases loaded now with 1 down. Brings up Burnside, 1 for 4 with an RBI double today. Fastball away from Ospecialo misses, ball 1. Heater high, 2-0. Slider middle of the plate, line to first. Leaping is Candela to make a nice catch. That saves a run. And he had less time to react as he was drawn in. That puts the pressure on Polbean now. 2 for 4, singled his last time up. He's also double. Bases loaded, 2 down. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, hard grounder to 2nd right at Kaufman, and that's going to end the inning as Polbean fails to drive him in. Freebooters load the bases but can't score to the 9th, 10-4 to the score. Horn, Evans, and Watts do up here in the 9th. Beefy done after 2 innings of work, giving up 2 runs. Horn leads off 1 for 3 with a single. Coming out of the bullpen, it's going to be right-handed reliever Rohan Sherman, who's a little tense. Sherman has no record, a 9 ERA and a 1.67 whip. In his 4 appearances, he's gone 6 innings, giving up 6 earned runs and 9 hits. None of them homers. He's walked a batter and struck out 5. Batting average against is .333 on the year. Looking to shut things down here rather easily in the 9th inning. 0-2 quickly to count from Sherman. K-Dot activates for the 2nd-year reliever. Fastball lays outside, 1-2. Well, down and in, dribbled softly to 2nd. Salmon charges, bare hands and flips. On time, 1 down to get Horn. Brings up Evans, 1 for 3 with a single and RBIs. He's tense here. Fastball up and in for a strike, 0-1. Fastball down and away, grounded to 2nd. Right at Salmon. Makes the play, 2 down. Last chance is Watts, who homered his last time up, driving in a run. He's also doubled in a run, 2 for 3. Curveball down on the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Away, fouled off, 0-2. Wild Pigs down to their final strike. Fastball up and in, fouled off, Watts stays alive. Fastball down and away, low, 1-2. Ball down and in. Watts sits back, hits it deep, right center field. He got another one. It's a solo shot, 2nd of the game for Watts. That makes it a 10-5 game. It's also his 2nd of the year, as they don't go quietly in the 9th. Here's Bolter, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Sherman tense once again, as he almost got through an inning without giving up a run. Almost. 0-2 the count as Tough Out activates along with K-Dud. Away, swung through at strike 3. First punch out for Sherman out of the pen, and that ends the game, as the Freebooters will finish the first half of the season at 5-3 with a 10-5 victory here against the Wild Pigs to split the 2-game series. Good offensive day for us as we scored early and often here to really put the game out of reach. Wild Pigs, though, did have some pop show up late in the game. Looking at their line, hitless players were Bolter, Kaufman, and Miles, who didn't get to bat. Alex Watts, the big contributor, with 2 homers, driving in 3 runs. Evans also singled in a run, and Hicks, I believe he singled in a run as well. Watts also doubled in a run as well. On the other side, everybody in our lineup got at least 1 hit. 3-hit day for Pitts, who drove in a run on a single. Efforts Ho drove in 2 on a double. Jennings drove in 1 on a single. Reliable had the 3-run homer as well as 2 RBIs, 1 on a sac fly, 1 on a single. He had the 5 RBI day. He'll probably be player of the game. And then Burnside's doubled in a run. Pitching lines, Raoul strikes 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout against his old team, but he falls short. Falls to 0-2 as he fails to get revenge in the revenge game. And for us, it'll be rookie Malaya Ellison getting her first career victory. 6 innings of work, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts. She improves to 1-1 and records her first quality start in her career. Beefy and Sherman out of the bullpen combined for 3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and 2 homers. On the other side, D. Drake and Specialo combined for 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts, along with a home run ball. Player of the game is going to be Alex Watts, as he had the 2-homer day, followed by Reliable with the homer and the 5 RBIs, and then running up in third is Pitts with the 3-hit day, scoring 3 times. Good win, as that's a very good bounce-back way to end our first half of the year, as we're going to be 5-3 with the division lead going into the second half, as we're back to a full game lead here. Let's see who's going to be our opponent in the first. It's going to be the Moose. Ooh. I like it to be the first time we've seen the Moose since ending their season last year, or helping to end it, really. Blowfish take on the Salty. Blowfish wins 6-4. Heaters are 7-1 here after the loss. Moose taking on the hot corners, and they're beating up on them. They almost blow it away. Managed to hang on. Oh, they did blow it away. They lost 17-16. Oh, that's bad, especially right before playing us. Herbers then win in 12 innings against the Sirloins 6-5. Heaters win again as they improve to 8-1. They have the best run differential in the league at 32. Positive. Blowfish taking on the last place Sandcats here. Sandcats rally to win 3-2. And Moonstars take on the Sirloins. Moonstars win 5-4. Sawteeth then take on the Herbivores. Rally to win 6-2. And that one doesn't matter. Okay, so we will enter the second half with a game in the division lead. 5-3 over the Wild Pigs, who are at 4-4. And we're going to be taking on the last place Moose in our first matchup of the second half. Hopefully we can keep our momentum going, especially against a weak team this year. Moose are going to be sending Sancha Silvio to the hill, who we roughed up in her last appearance against us. 0-1 with an 8.10 ERA and a 160 whip. That appearance I'm referring to is last season at the end of the year. I believe we faced her in that second game of that 2-game series at the end of the year, and we beat the piss out of her. And we will be sending our ace, Winnie Noel, to the hill. No record, a 4.30 ERA and a 1.23 whip. Pitching matchup favors us here. And that is the only one of that series. We played the last 2 games against the Moose on the road. Okay, I like it. Taking a look around the league, Lana Rhymes, our former starter, goes to the Overdogs, replacing Alberto Roberto, the former Jack starter, over on the Overdogs. Crocodons released Brittany Harrell as coming on as veteran third baseman Keg Gutterson. Or no, Gutterson is released. Harrell is signed. Okay, that makes more sense. Reliable, +4 fielding as he's back up over the 80 mark in that category. All right, nice. Alright, any right fielders? Any right fielders? Let's see here. All we have are Hernandez and Nubs Wobbles. Nubs Wobbles, he's good arm, good speed, but he can't field, and he can't really hit. So bringing him on is a dumb idea, because we really need a fourth outfielder who can like carry their own weight, and Nubs Wobbles can't do that. And then for Hernandez, she's a very weak hitter, decent arm, good arm, decent speed, decent fielding, but probably not what we're looking for, especially since she's 38 and going to be regressing. But with the way Luster's been hitting recently, we might not need a new right fielder at this point. We'll see. Let's look at these player options here. Ooh, more arm for Brown. That's always a welcome addition. Bad one for Reliable. We're going to let that go. Bad one here for Freeman. Bad one here for Griffin. This one for Polbean's a good one. I might get this one. Can't buy it for 2 games, though. Ooh, and this one for Parr is a decent one as well. Though I'd rather improve his junk and accuracy, honestly, if I had a choice. So I like this one for Brown and this one for Polbean. Okay. Alright, let's set the lineup here. Call it a day. And I'll end the episode. Alrighty. Looking at the lineup, it'll be Woody leading off again at third base. Brown back in the lineup at DH after taking a game off to fix his mojo. Pitts at first base locked in. Jennings at center locked in. Reliable batting 5th again at shortstop. Luster batting 6th in right field again. Burnside batting 7th again, this time in left field. Sam will bat 8th at second base. And Parker Freeman, the backup catcher, will get the start today over Effort Ho in the next game to let Ho rest, as he is down to 3 bars of fitness. Alrighty guys, that'll do it for this episode as we bounce back big here against the Wild Pigs to win 10-5 and head into the second half with a winning record at 5-3 and the division lead. Let's see if we can hang on to it next time against the last place Moose. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.